Okay, so all of you are here because you want to learn more. You've been a part of the event all day, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for being here. I know that we have kids and we have a life, and either it's school or work, so I appreciate you guys taking the time to actually hop on live and to hopefully get your questions answered that you've been wondering more about. I kind of just wanted to go in with my background a little bit and how I got started for those of you who don't necessarily know who I am. So my name is Emma Owen, and I got started 8 months after my son was born. I had been active my whole life, but really like my junior and senior year, I just stopped being active, and I injured my back. And so I just was really cautious with that. I never wanted to hurt it again. So I didn't really do anything about it. I went to physical therapy for my back. I never did the exercises. And so when I was 8 months postpartum, I saw my friend posting about a challenge group. And it was like a summer slim down, challenge group. And I was like, oh, I wonder what that is. And so I asked her, and I was super skeptical of Shakeology. So I only got Brazil butt lift at first. So I was one of those that was like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to put any other chemicals in my body. I had, bad experiences with other types of MLMs with friends being involved. And I was just like, I want my journey to be me, I want to do this the healthy way, and which is just clean eating and working out. I didn't know all of the nutritional value that Shakeology has in it at the time when I first heard about it. So I was a student, and I was also struggling with postpartum depression. And so it was just really affecting my life overall. And I realized that I wanted to make sure that I was happy and I was healthy for my kid, because I knew that he deserved that as a mom. And I grew up also with a mom who struggled with depression and things like that. And so I wanted to make it a point to help myself so that I was in turn helping him. So really the challenge group is what got me started at first. It was checking in, the accountability. I don't know where I would be now if I didn't have that accountability. I think that's something that was really important for me, because no one knew what I was doing. I didn't have a support system like my close friends and family. I was really quiet about it and secret about it, because I was almost embarrassed. I didn't want to be another one of those people getting into health and fitness or becoming a fit freak or whatever and posting about it. And so I was almost embarrassed in a sense. But then when I realized I just cut out dairy and bread and started working out, that's okay. And I was so happy, and I had seen great results that I just wanted to share with people. So that's really how I got into coaching. Was I ended up sharing my before and after from Brazil butt lift. And I had already planned on signing up for the discount because at the time T25 had just came out. And so I was like, ooh, I'm going to do this 25 minutes a day. I wanted to start out with something a little bit lighter, which was Brazil butt lift. So then T25 was my okay, this is going to be my challenge. I'm ready for it. So I got started with the vanilla Shakeology because it had just came out, and T25. And I joined as a discount coach. So I just basically signed up for the discount to get the 25% off of Shakeology. And because at the time, like I said, I was a student, but I was also living off of food stamps and financial help from my parents. So honestly, adding, another thing was hard, but I realized that it was such a good investment for myself. It actually saved me money on groceries. And I knew that this investment that I'm doing for myself, for my body from the inside out, is going to help me and benefit me later on. So, after I got started as a coach, I then realized what this could do for me and my family. And not only in the sense financially, but mentally. I was in a bad place at the beginning. Like I said, I was struggling with myself, body image, feeling like I needed to be perfect, feeling like I needed to live up to all these standards that society tries to put on us. And, I come from a background of my family going to school, and my dad was one of the only kids out of his family, except for his brother, and there's like 5 of them, to pay his way through school. And so like college was a really big thing. My sister is very successful at Santa Clara, studying to be a physicist, and she's in physics major. And then my brother is really good at baseball and really good in biology and science and stuff. And then there's me, who like graduated with like a 2.57 and not good in school. School's never been my thing. And I think that's honestly why I loved going to school for early childhood education, which is what I completed almost like a year and a half ago now at Bellevue College, because I literally didn't have to take tests. It was just crafts, and it was so fun. I was learning about kids. I love kids. I was a nanny. So that was just like my thing. And I was so happy, when I found it. I thought I had finally found like my passion, what I wanted to do. I thought I wanted to open up a preschool, because I've always had the entrepreneurial sense inside of me that I haven't necessarily always wanted to work for someone. I've always kind of wanted to be my own boss. But then realistically, owning a preschool takes a lot of money to start. If I wanted it in home, I was going to have to invest in a home to build a daycare, So at 22, like, that's a lot of money to invest in something and get into that debt. So when Beachbody came into my life, it was honestly at a time where I had a year left in my program, and I realized, okay, I can help moms and help women, which trickle down and help kids. So it was like I was doing both things that I wanted to do in one, and I didn't have to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars into this thing. So my 3-year anniversary with Beachbody is going to be in June, which is crazy. My 3 years starting of like working out is April of this year, so next month. So next month, 3 years ago, was when I started my first challenge group. And so it's just really crazy to see like where I've come in 3 years. And you're probably skeptical. You've probably been like, oh, this is a pyramid scheme, or this is a scam, or this seems too good to be true. Like, we've all been there. We've all said those things. We've all been skeptical. We've all had these preconceived notions, because yes, network marketing can get a bad name. It can get a bad rap from those annoying people that spam you, right? Or those gimmicks where we know that they're not actually going to work. Like, this is not a get rich quick business, and nothing happens overnight, regardless of what you're going to do. School takes 4 years. College takes 4 years. So for me, I'm getting my master's in Beachbody. That's what I look at it as, like I'd rather spend 4 years of my time helping people and growing this business than sitting and going to college, getting into more debt from going to college, and then hoping to get a job after college. So there's just little things to think about like that. So another thing that I really think you really will start to develop is personal growth if you haven't already. And this is something that I didn't necessarily have in my life before Beachbody. I think it's really important. I think high school should offer it. They should have classes on personal development. So reading personal development books, even podcasts in my car. My son's in my car and I'm listening to a podcast or something that someone's talking about being organized, or, different things like that. And my son, who's, 3.5, yeah, maybe he's not totally understanding it, but at least he's listening to that than like the crap on the music. I mean, I'm not saying I don't ever listen to music, but I'd rather him listen to personal development on, learning how to do certain things. And, yeah, he's 3, like I said, he's 3.5, almost 4, but that's still going in his brain. And so, that's something I never really had growing up. I only had the radio. My parents never really listened to like that many books and stuff on audio. So I just have a question for you before we go any farther. And you can write this in the chat box if you want. I want you guys to write this down and to really actually think about it. So if you could wake up tomorrow and do anything for your day and get paid for it, what would that look like? What would your day look like? So you can write it in the chat box, or you don't have to share. It's totally up to you. I'm going to keep going, and I'll look at the chat box in a little bit. But I want you guys to really think of that. Like, would you not wake up to an alarm? Would you spend the whole day with your kids at, the zoo? Would you go, be able to go on a vacation and still get paid for it? I don't know. A lot of people were just on the cruise this last week, because I'll talk about this in a minute, but you can earn trips for free. And to be able to have a paycheck after, being on a cruise ship for a week, it's pretty cool, and not feeling like you have to take the time off. So like I said, I really didn't know what this business could offer or could bring to my family at the beginning. But we're honestly just here to help. Like, that's what we're here to do. We're here to help ourselves. We're here to help ourselves grow. And we're also here to help other people. And, nothing happens overnight. Like, I was in Spanish immersion. And so basically, we're not fluent, they say, until 4th grade. So I like to think of this business as that. Like, one, you're always going to have questions. I still have questions. Don't think just because I've been here for almost 3 years, I don't have questions. Your questions evolve. You're always going to have questions. So don't think that any question's stupid, because I definitely used to be one of those people that was like insecure about asking questions. I didn't want to seem stupid. And now I'm like, if I don't ask, I'm not going to know. Like, you kind of just have to figure it out. And YouTube is a great source. Another thing, the team page that we have, the resources we have are amazing. So don't feel like you're never going to know what to do. Like, I didn't have as many resources that you guys have now when I first got started 3 years ago. So I kind of like to say a lot of the people on the team are spoiled in that sense, because we didn't have that. So I think that's why we've worked hard to provide that, so that you guys have it, whoever's joining the team. So we give you action steps. So I don't want you to think like, oh, you're just going to join the team and then like, there you go. Like, hi, you're a Beachbody coach. So you will have action steps to take after you get started. So the first thing, actually, I'm going to check the chat box. I would be in Disney World. Yeah, me too. I would spend the day at the ocean. Me too. Wake up, work out, go somewhere near the water, and work and help people realize their own potential. Just truly enjoy life as it's supposed to be. Not let it fly by as it does currently. Yeah, I mean, anything you can think of. I was able to do a little bit and then clean my house today, and just having your life. I think the biggest thing for me too was, since I was so busy before, I was a nanny and I was going to school full time, and then I also had to do practicum hours since I was learning to be an early childhood education teacher. And so it was basically like having 2 jobs, and I never could do errands unless it was super late at night. 10 p.m. I'd be going to the store to get groceries for the next day, because I knew I wouldn't have time until 10 p.m. the next night. So for me, I would really wanted to be able to just go to the store whenever I wanted to and not have to worry about when I was going and being up late and all that stuff. So whatever your life wants to look like. So basically, first, our goal is to help you, earn back what you invested into your business. So helping 3 people in your first month. And that's with getting started in a challenge group. So we're constantly running challenge groups. And once you're part of the team, you are welcome to put your challengers into those challenge groups. So I don't want you to think that you're going to get started as a coach and then have to know how to do everything. We provide that for you in the beginning. So once you get started, next month we have a free 5-day clean eating group starting, and then we'll also have another challenge group that's the 30-day with that they want to have the Shakeology and a challenge or a workout program. And then also, I also posted, or Gladys posted in the page, how you can earn. And so if you haven't watched that video, I would go back, because it explains more of what I'm going to talk about right now. But basically, we get 25% commission on everything. So anything anyone orders, Shakeology boosts, pre-workout, or the workout supplements, just a DVD workout program, whatever it may be, we get 25% commission. If they buy a bundle pack or challenge pack, however you want to say that, which is also how you're going to want to get started as a coach, you get 35% commission on that as well as a challenger. When you get started as a coach, the challenge packs or bundle packs, whatever you want to say, waive the $40 starting fee. So that also will give you Shakeology workout program, and you get 30-day free trial of Beachbody on demand. And those challenge packs vary. So I would talk with the person who invited you to this event and ask them, talk to them about your goals if you haven't already, and see which workout would be best for you, because T25 might not be the best for you right now, but hammer and chisel might be what you're looking for. So talk to whoever invited you here, and they will help you get started with whichever one. And basically the challenge pack is at a discounted price with both of them together. So you're saving money on that as well. You're saving money in the long run. And then also after that, after you're a coach, you get 25% discount on everything. So everything that you get, we get discounted on. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else. Really, honestly, and another thing I just want to leave here, I don't want to go more in depth. You'll learn more about this if you decide to join our team. There's also a way that you can earn money, which is by team cycle bonuses. And basically what that is you are helping people help other people. So basically working as a team, we help everyone. So it's not like one person benefits off of, everyone. Like, we all help each other. There's an endless potential in this business for everyone. It's an equal amount of having success. It just depends on whether you put in the work or not. Like, I'm not going to say that this business is just going to work if you just sign up as a coach and just sit there and you're like, yeah, I'm a coach, I'm going to make millions. No, that's not how it works. I can tell you that. But I think that if you're passionate and you really want to help yourself and in turn help other people by sharing your story, that's really where it comes from. And people can tell that, people can tell that genuineness. You want to build trust. We're about relationship buildings. We're not about that, quick fix or just getting that, quick sale. Like, that's just gross. You see people on Instagram that comment on your pictures like, that's nice, or cool pic, no, we're not doing that. We're not spamming like that. We're genuine, and we're genuinely connecting with people. So I want to see, does anyone have any questions so far before I keep going? You can unmute or type in the chat box. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so like I said, you can earn free trips, and I have a video that I can post in the event page more on how you can do that. But basically, you earn your free trips by helping 3 people a month. And I earned my first free trip to Cancun last year. I was able to earn the trip this year to on the cruise. But since I was over 24 weeks pregnant, the cruise line didn't allow that. So I had to cancel and deny and give up my spot, which was sad. But it was still really cool that I worked hard and I was able to earn it. And it just so happened that in December, I realized and found out that I couldn't go. And then next year, we're going to the Dominican Republic. And so we're staying at the Hard Rock Cafe in Punta Cana. And I think, Amanda, you are registered, right? Amanda, you're on the call. Yeah. Yeah, she's registered. So, there's more of us that are already registered going, and it's going to be a blast. So they actually, and this year, because it's growing, they actually are doing 2 weeks because it is like the success. They want to make sure that everyone who qualifies gets to go. And so I can post the link of like the page in the event page so you guys can kind of look at it more and look at there's a video and stuff that they have on it, which is pretty cool. But basically so like I said, when you get started as a coach, you're not really left hanging. So when you get started, after you've gotten your challenge pack and everything, your coach will send you a welcome email, And this basically has everything that you need to know on it. It also has a getting started right call, or sorry, not getting started right call, a getting started right webinar that you're going to watch before you have your getting started right call with your coach. And so basically the getting started right call helps answer any questions that you have after watching that webinar, which is an hour long. And it also has like our team website. After you have been sent the team, or after you get started, we'll also ask for, or your coach will also ask you for like a bio, just like talking a little bit more about yourself and also a picture, and then introduce you to the team page. So the team page is another great resource to ask any questions. There's more files in there. Like I said, you guys are not left hanging. It's almost like, I think sometimes a little overwhelming, but I'd rather give you guys everything that you need so you guys have the resources than not enough. So, and just know that your coach is here to help you with anything. You know, I think knowing that and knowing that the team is behind you 100%. But really this is also about yourself and making sure that you're taking care of yourself. You're committing to your health and fitness, and you're committing to yourself growing personally, and knowing that you're just paying it forward in return. There's also team calls every Tuesday night at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. So either we'll have a guest speaker, or me and my success partner, who we actually team up in team calls, talk about something that we feel like maybe the team has been asking for, or we feel like could really benefit everyone that's going through maybe a season or whatever it is. And they're always recorded and posted. So if you can't get on, don't worry, but they're basically like this. We just get on and we talk, and, you know, ask questions at the end and stuff. So it's pretty awesome how much of a community we are. We get to know each other. Yeah, we might not see each other every day, you know, like one-on-one, but at least we get to see each other on Zoom and talk and hang out. So it's really fun. Also, another thing I wanted to talk about was the online office. Basically, I actually have a video on how to navigate through your online office when you get started. So just know if the online office is confusing, there is that resource for you that shows you everything. There's like a personal development section as well. So if you feel like you don't know where to start, that's a great way to start with personal development. Also, if you are a military or vet or a spouse, you get all your coaching fee waived. So what this is the only requirement to have your coaching account. So it's $15 a month. Basically what that covers is your online office, our websites, the shipping. So like when someone orders a challenge pack or anything, Beachbody takes care of that for us. We don't have to ship it out ourselves, which is pretty awesome. And also when you get started as a coach, we will give you the link that you sent, that you will just put in their information that they want, and it sends them an email. So basically they're completing the enrollment as well, and so there is a special link that you will get as well to know how to do that. But basically, and it also has, we have 24-hour customer service as well, a coach like hotline, or a line specifically just for coaches. And yeah, so that's basically what the $15 a month covers. So like I said, if you are military or vet or a spouse, there's a way to get that waived. And so ask your coach and they will be able to tell you where to go in the online office for that. So yeah, any questions? That's really all that I had planned to talk about. You guys can unmute yourselves. Yes. Oh, did she already leave? Did Jasmine already leave? Yeah, she did. I don't know who invited her. Does anyone? I'll find her. I'll message her. Was that helpful? Yes? Okay. Do you have any other questions? Does anyone else have questions? You can type in the chat box or you can unmute. I feel like there was another, Jamie asked one in the group. I'm gonna go look and see. I feel like I covered it because I went and looked, but I want to make sure. Oh, and also, I need to do the random. Okay, so if no one, okay. I'm new to this, so how does this work again? Do we sign up? I can't unmute, but we have to use Shakeology. Okay, so how you get started, Christina, is basically like I did you just hop on? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I said earlier. So when you get started with a bundle pack or like a challenge pack. So that includes a workout program or a workout program with Shakeology, and it also waives your $40 coach startup fee. So I would talk to your coach or whoever invited you here about what program you're wanting to get started with and Shakeology flavor, and then they can get you all set up that way. Does that help? Okay, great. I think you're frozen, so I just didn't know. And Lily, so have you ever tried Shakeology before? Yes. Okay, so, and do you like it? Oh, you can't unmute. Here, wait, let me see if I can unmute you. There we go.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm allergic.
Oh, you're allergic. Okay, so what in it is allergic, or what are you allergic to?
I'm allergic. I have celiac. I'm also allergic to dairy, and I'm also supposed to stop eating sugar, but we have no idea what in it I had allergies to. We can't figure it out.
That's so interesting. Okay, so because I'm also dairy intolerant and I have friends that are celiac, and I think, Jessica, you cut Shakeology out for a little bit as well when you were going through some testing. And do you want to unmute yourself and maybe talk about, I don't know if you're open with talking about it. Here, let me see if I can unmute you. Here, I'll mute you. There you go.
Yeah, I actually went off of it for, I think, close to 3 months, just because of the symptoms I was having. And they said that I have a gluten allergy. And so basically after I kind of had to cut out anything that had gluten in it, I reintroduced Shakeology. And so far, so good. But yeah, because we couldn't figure out what it was. I literally just was having horrible symptoms, and it just really came down to the intake of like breads and all that had gluten in it. So yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and so I don't think you necessarily so did you enjoy it though when you were drinking it? Like, are you, Lily, I'm talking to you, sorry.
Oh, okay.
like,
Yeah. It tasted really good. I really enjoyed it. I told all my friends about it. They love it. They can still drink it. But I
Yeah.
think, like Amanda said, I think it might be the iodine, because I do also, like, I have all these medical things. I do have a small thyroid problem as well. So I
Okay.
really do want to try starting it again since I've gotten better.
So what were you drinking, the vegan or the regular?
The regular.
So I would maybe try the vegan.
I didn't know there was vegan.
Yes, there's vegan chocolate and vegan tropical strawberry. So I would try vegan. I would try the vegan chocolate and see. And you can always, this is another awesome thing with them, is you have 30 days to send it back if for some reason it still doesn't sit with your stomach. So I would try the vegan Shakeology, and if for some reason it's still not working, you can send it back and get refunded. But yes, I would definitely, if you're having those symptoms, I would definitely drink the vegan. Because I think, and like you said, you loved it. You're telling your friends about it. So I think that there's a difference between not drinking Shakeology and like not, like not having an experience with it in a sense versus like loving it, but feeling like you can't drink it because of just all the things that are going on in your life in a sense. So you can still share about it. And you don't necessarily, but I would try the vegan and see how that works with your stomach.
That would be wonderful, because it's so easy to make in the morning.
Yeah, I would definitely try it then. And there's a box that has packets of the chocolate and the tropical strawberry. So you can try both of the vegan flavors and see which one you like better.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that question. Any other questions or things that you want clarified? Oh, Christina, do you have another question? You want me to unmute you? Here, I'm going to unmute you. Okay.
Okay, I've never heard of Shakeology before. This is the first time, so what is it?
Oh, good question. Okay, so I'm going to post a video in the event page because I was meaning to do that because I think that there are a few of you that don't actually know what it is. But basically, it's a superfood shake. It has over 70 superfoods, and it also has about 4 servings of vegetables in every scoop. So you don't just make it with water. You want to make it like as a smoothie. Add stuff to it, add ice, things like that. But I'm going to post a video that I think will help you understand a little bit more in depth what it is, and I'll tag you in it. Does that work?
Is it like a meal replacement or?
So yes, so it can either be a meal replacement, or if you're trying to gain weight, you can use it the other way with adding it as healthy added nutrients and calories. I'm pregnant right now and I'm drinking it as my prenatal. So I'm not using it as a meal replacement, but I'm drinking it for the nutrients. So I think it really just depends on your goals and what you're wanting. But it's not just a protein shake or just a weight loss shake or anything like that. Like some people just drink it for the nutritional value. Some people drink it twice a day. Some people, drink it as an afternoon snack. Whatever you want to have in your life.
Okay.
Good question. I'm going to write that down too. Any other questions? Yeah, addicted to coffee. It's an awesome substitute for fraps. Seriously, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Will all of you post in the chat box a number between 1 and 50? I'm gonna do the number generator. Oops. Oh, maybe I should tell you what you're gonna win first. Maybe that would be good. Okay, so I don't know if you've ever heard, but they have a performance line. So basically, I will send this to you, and it's just a sample pack. It comes with all of the samples from the performance line. So there's the Recover, which is what you drink after your workout. This is more protein-based, yes. This would be like a protein shake. The Vanilla Nighttime, this is supposed to help with your muscles and help it recover. There's also a book that it comes with, and it explains more in depth on every single one. The vanilla is the only one that has dairy in it. So Lily, if you win this would be the only one. But this does have, I think it's the whey protein in it. Yeah. And then creatine, none of us need that. Creatine is for men. And Energize, this is the pre-workout. It's amazing, and I'm not drinking it right now because I am pregnant, but and I'm actually kind of bummed because one of my girlfriends says that she drank it and breastfed and her son was up partying at 3 a.m. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna try it. And then it was actually Gladys. She had tried it to see if it would work. And then citrus, this I actually have drank while being pregnant. It's basically like a healthy Gatorade. And even my son, if he's coming up on a cold or I hear him sniffling, which is rare because my son actually drinks Shakeology too. I give him Shakeology every day. But it's just like a healthy Gatorade, it's way less sugar, so much better. And so, Christina, do you have a question?
Okay, you said your son takes Shakeology as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a 3-year-old, and it's to gain weight. Will that be helpful in some ways, or is just nutritional stuff?
Yeah, for me, it's just nutritional. I just give it to him. I actually instead of chocolate milk, I'll put milk and then I'll do chocolate Shakeology, and then I just mix it up, and that's basically just chocolate milk for him. So I think that it's great. Like, I honestly, like, he got sick, like 2 weeks ago, and he had a cold, but even when he's sick now, he never seems like he's sick. And that was probably the first time he's been sick in like a year or a year and a half.
Wow.
So yeah, and he'll be 4 in July. And he loves it. Like, he knows, when I make my Shakeology, he knows. He always gets some. I swear, he just hogs it. Okay, let me put in. Okay, the number was 41. So let's see who's closest. Christina, you are closest. Yay! I'm going to send this to you. So will you message me on Facebook your address, and I'll get this shipped out to you?
Amazing. Thank you.
Yes, I'm happy you were on. Okay, so does anyone else have any questions before I stop the recording? I don't want to stop unless... No? Okay. Thank you for being on and for watching the recording. If you're watching, I'm going to stop.